everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me taking you guys grocery shopping with me today and Miss Gracelyn over here. Harvey's actually being neutered today, so he will be in the car for a short period of time with us before I drop him off. Says he has a cough and so does Cohen, but we are getting ready to leave right now. It's 7:45 in the morning to go take Cohen to school. His drop off isn't for another 10 minutes, so I'm not rushing out the door. But after we drop Harvey off, we are gonna go and get some groceries just to kill some time while he's under anesthesia. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we just arrived to Walmart and we are getting ready to go inside. I'm mentally preparing because Gracie is having a day throwing fits and not listening. So I'm mentally preparing to go in here. But we're gonna go in here and then we gotta pick Harvey back up and then we're gonna go home. So let's do this darn thing. Thankfully, it's in the 40s right now, so it's not horrible. But there's a wind, so that makes it a little bit more cooler. So there's that. Every time we go inside anywhere, she walks like a goofball. Okay, so we are home. I did not film a lot because, like I said, Gracelyn was in a mood. She was in the mood the whole time, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But with that being said, I just want to see really quickly if I can find the receipt for what we ordered. Not prepared. Anyways, I spent like $280 basically at Walmart. I only went to Walmart because, like I said, Harvey was being neutered, so I didn't really want to go too far just in case Mr. Whinerbutt wasn't Mr. Whinerbutt, which he was. Doesn't shock me. He was singing them an opera song. But let me show you what I got this week's shopping haul. So, in this bag, we have a bunch of different types of sliced cheeses. And then, here we go. Okay, so we have some green onions here because I cook a lot with green onions. If I can get it out, oh my gosh. Anyways, I cook a lot with green onions. So I, of course, have to always have it on hand. And then I got sliced sharp cheddar, Colby Jack, and pepper jack for like cheeses for burgers, sandwiches, that kind of stuff. So some cheese. We have just some butter lettuce here for like making salads and stuff like that. And then I also grabbed 2 bags of shredded cheese. So this is the Better Goods brand, and this is the farmhouse style shredded cheese. And this is sharp cheddar, Swiss, and Gruyere cheeses. And it's good for like making grilled cheeses, soups, and casseroles is what it says on here. And then this is new, and it's Hickory Smokehouse Blend. And it's hickory smoked Gouda cheese and provolone with a natural smoke flavor. So just a different kind of cheese, if you will. And then I saw this and immediately had to buy it because I'm a sucker for some white chip macadamia nut cookies. So I snuck those. And then I also got the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, of course, for the kiddos. It'd be horrible if I didn't do that. And then this I thought would be like nice for making like healthier wraps and sandwiches and stuff. But these are Better Crunch lettuce. I don't even know what you would call them, but you can like use them as little like taco bowls, that kind of stuff. And then I also have just some butter croissants here for making sandwiches. I have 2 gallons of my 2% milk. Always. We always have to have that on hand. My family, I shouldn't say my family, my kids and Logan went through a gallon of milk in like less than 12 hours. So we're not going to talk about that. We have some burger buns, a big old loaf of French bread for like pasta nights and stuff like that. And then the sourdough farmhouse bread. And then last but not least, I bought these bouquets of flowers, and they were like, so on here it says 9 something, but when I rang them out, they only came out to be like $4. So a little ones up there. But they're little mini like bouquets of flowers. And so, I don't know. It's becoming spring, and I'm trying to like get myself out of this funk. So I figured putting these in a vase would just be really pretty. Plus, they're like pretty spring colors, and they smell really, really good. So, of course, some things that we don't need, but I bought. I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then I'm gonna show you the rest. So I figured while I was putting these bouquet of flowers together, I could maybe talk to you guys a little bit as far as what's been kind of going on, I guess, behind the scenes, if you will. So I don't like to like, I don't want to say I don't like to, because I do. It's all I know how to do is people please, but I have been in like this, like, I don't want to say like complete funk, but I don't know what else to call it other than that, just based off of, you know. Anyways, my mental health is not where I want it to be. So with that being said, I'm taking time off of work just to kind of get back to where I'm not like so stressed out that I feel like the world's ending. Because I'm not kidding, I feel like that's just kind of how I've been feeling, is like I just feel like, oh my gosh, the world's gonna end. But with that being said, I recognized it, and so I'm doing what needs to be done to, to fix that. So we shall see how that goes. I'm glad I'm taking time off of work, but also I obviously miss work because like I like my job. I think it would be different if I didn't like my job, but I actually do like really like my job. So it's always hard when I'm not at work to not think about work. Or like feel guilty that I'm focusing on myself, which obviously none of them have made me feel that way. I'm just, you know, just kind of going through it, which is fine. I'm going to get through it. And, you know, that's what matters. So, like I said already, you're going to see a heck of a lot more of me because of that. I just have a lot more time, obviously, on my hands. So I have a lot more creativity to, what's the word I want to use? Explore, maybe? I don't know. It's probably not even close to the word I wanted to use, but you know how that goes. Let's see. Let's put you... But with that being said, always, always, always put your mental health first because it's so important. And if your mental health is just going down the drain, I can promise you that those around you also can see that and feel that. And more than likely, they're getting a little concerned. So, cheers to popping some color into my house by adding just some flowers. Yes, judge me, it's in a cup right now because the only the only flower pot or whatever that I have, vase, is huge. Way too big for these bouquets. So I'm probably gonna keep one out here and then I'll probably put one in my room. So let's move on to the rest of the haul so that we can wrap up this video. And yeah. So the easiest thing to do is to literally show you why I'm bringing this over here. So I bought this huge tote for our ducklings because they're growing super quickly, and it's not that they're outgrown already out of that tote that they're in because they're in like a 40-gallon tote right now, but I just want to have this so that I can convert them over to this one maybe this weekend, just so they have a bigger option. So with that being said, let's keep on going with our groceries. So we just have some little, they're called Easy Ups, but they're basically training underwear just for Gracie for obviously bedtime. Grab this one right here. So first thing right up top is going to be some ground beef. And there are 4.5 pounds. And I got it for, I think, 18 bucks. So, keep going. All right, so we have some string cheese, some Vermont maple flavored sausage links for like having a breakfast night. Obviously, along with the breakfast night, I bought some Southern style hash browns with onions and peppers. And then this was the apples on sale today. So these are just Pink Lady apples, and they were for $2 and I think 98 cents. I could be wrong. We have a big old thing of flour burrito style taco shells. A box of Strong Flex 13-gallon lavender field scented garbage bags. We have 2 cereals this week. So we have Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops. These are 2 of my favorites from growing up. So we'll see what the kids think. I don't think I have had either one of those. And then I have 2 of these big packs of muffins. So just the birthday cake and chocolate chip flavors. have 2 chicken broths here. Some more all-purpose spray because I have been cleaning like a crazy woman. That vlog will be coming out soon, just so you guys know. We have some bananas, of course. Some celery. And then these are some salad cucumbers. I did not realize how expensive they were until I was paying for them. They were $28. They were not $8. They're $28. So there's that. We have some salted butter, some diced yellow onions, some cut up carrots, basically sliced up carrots if you will, and just a bag of broccoli. We're getting down to the last few items here. So this is just some strawberries. They look really, really good. These are a greenhouse grown strawberries. I like that they put that on there. But they look really, really good. So whatever, I don't care. I used to grow stuff in greenhouses, so that doesn't really freak me out. Probably the way that it should. We just have a smaller can of Bush's baked beans. Some sliced olives for my burgers and salads and stuff like that. And then I have been seeing a lot of people talk about this brand. So this is like a protein mac and cheese brand, and they're called BoDleasons. So I got the flavors Twist My Parm, which is Asiago and Parmesan with spiral pasta. Smoky Doky, which is gooey Gouda mac with a touch of smoked flavor. And then this is the Queso Tell Me More. Queso? I don't know. Anyway, it's Tex-Mex style cheddar sauce over shell pasta noodles. And then last but not least inside of here is going to be some toilet paper because we are all using that up all the time, obviously. And then we just have some paper towel. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little shopping haul that I did. If you guys did and you're new here, please hit the subscribe and the like button. I would love to hit my goal of 500 subscribers by my birthday, which if you do not know, that is May 8th. So if you are new here, please help me reach that goal. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you guys then. Bye.